And we are live. Let me start sharing stuff around. Oh my gosh, it's 3 links. I totally forgot I'm advertising the game in the description. Oopsies. Let's forward this out to places. Send them out. Nice. Let's post the message to be pinned everywhere. That's not that. This is the message. There we go. There we go. And let's pin it here. Everything's pinned. Awesome. I'm getting really good at like doing this boot up stuff. Hey guys. So I did another game jam. I did a GMTK Game Jam 2025. I did Oral Echoes. It was myself and a community member, Saint Seo. I don't know how to pronounce the full name, but Saint Seo. It's right here. Let me just zoom into that real quick. Right here. Right here. Woo. That's the name. That's the team. Yeah, that's what we did. So it was good. Highly recommend playing it. The link is in the pinned message over there. Right about there. It's also in the chat, wherever the chat is. If you're on Twitch, you know where it is. If you're on YouTube, you know where it is. So what are we doing today? We are going to do a bunch of different game jams. The main set is going to be people who commented on mine, because if you spent the time commenting on me, I should spend the time ensuring that you get the message on yours. On top of that, I will be going to there's another link in the pin message with a submission if you want to submit your game. If you do, it's going to be this link. Let me zoom into that as well. You're going to want a link like that. If it doesn't, it will say invalid URL. So just make sure you have a link like that. Should be also explained in the forum as well. That will be done at random, so it's not really preference either when you join, but the sooner the better. With that, I will give every game 7 minutes at a minimum, unless there's difficulties of me playing your game. I'm not going to spend 7 minutes trying to open up an EXE that will never open up. I will also link a message to the timestamp which I played the game onto YouTube, so you can watch it at any time. And that, I think, is about it. I hope whoever's watching, had a great game jam or a great last 4 or 5 days. And with that, let's begin. Let's start with the bottom. So we're going to go to Score Piercer. Let me open up my hidden rating score system so that I can rate off stream, but in real time, so you guys don't have any issues with that. Score Piercer. Interesting. Train goes in a loop to deliver resources to factories. Okay, cool. Like it. It's a browser game. Let's read the description. Hi, this is our submission. I'll mark the stream here. This is our submission. Game loop. The game is you can build a factory, various stations. You can provide each transformation different resources. Meanwhile, Score Piercer, the cargo train is driving a flexible rope loop around factories, create on a path you create, delivering supplies to every corner of the factory. Sadly, we were slightly behind schedule. So yeah, the turret shooting when they shouldn't and stop when you give them ammo. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I had to cut some things from my game as well. So let's start the timer. The timer started. You can see it over there. And let's begin. Godot, yeah, nice. And you guys should be able to hear the audio as well. I'm just gonna turn it down a little on the stream. I don't want to make the game louder than my voice because the people who develop this game is going to be watching this for my voice. With that, let's switch the camera over to the game and let's, oh, that's the wrong one. There you go. And let's begin. So this game is about building train loops. Didn't give any instructions on gameplay. So that kind of is interesting. I've raced it a few moments on the wave. Okay, I got this loop. It says blue coming in. I don't know what that entails. I can move these around, or I can move the brown one. Move these around. But I don't get the gameplay. The gameplay is a little hard. Hey, Saint CEO, how are you doing? Things are going well. I'm just trying to figure out this gameplay. There's not a whole lot of instructions on exactly how to play. You can build factories, various stations, and create transformations. So, like, I kind of think I understand what the gameplay is going to be. It's like, this thing is going to give us stuff, and then we have to, like, transfer it from factory to factory. So, like, my initial assumption is this is going to give us a blue, or this guy is going to give us a blue ring. It's going to go here, and then the factory is going to make that blue ring a red no sign. And then we need the red no sign to go from this factory to here to get us wood. And it looks like we start going up the chain from there. And I connected the rope to this white thing, but this white thing doesn't seem to want to connect to anything else. And that is kind of where we are. We're in I can debug mode this. That's nice. Okay, so this is what produces a pin. Oopsie. How did I? Woo! That's an offset. That's a glitch. That's fine. Basically, if I push my mouse off, it's tracking the mouse by offset, but not by actual position, it seems. So, like, that's the factory. So, like, how do I do things? Right now, enter seems to give me a bunch of them. I can't seem to not use them unless I place them down. And I can't put a train down. So I'm a little lost on what this is. And it really sucks that the wave is so long. Because it doesn't seem like the play button's doing anything. Which kinda sucks because I only have 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes roughly of doing this. And if I can't get the play button to work, it kinda locks me out of gameplay. But it looks like there's gonna be turrets and rocket craft. Like, this seems like an interesting game because, like, I imagine, and again, I can't get a lot of gameplay out of this, but how I imagine this works is this little red thing will produce a base element. And that base element then goes through this process of gaining stuff until we get rocket turrets. Which I like the idea. It's almost like Factorio, but Factorio with a single, like, unlimited source and energy. And I like it because it's like, think of like a solar panel. You could have it where the sun gives energy to the stuff, but then like from that point onwards, you have to manipulate that energy and keep transitioning it further and further. Like, there's a game here. I just wish I knew how to play it. Like, oh, did I connect it? Oh, I connected that, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know how to play. Tutorials are important, and like, I understand game jams are tight. 4 days to make an entire game, very hard to do. So I am impressed that you have a camera system and even a node with connection thing. In Godot, the only thing I can think of with that is like a line element. So that's impressive, but without a tutorial, it's very hard for me to know how to play the game. And then if you don't have a tutorial for whatever reason, the best advice I give you is go put one in a description. I know you don't want to do that when playing or when designing the game and stuff, but GMTK, you can edit the description anytime. So go in, edit that, put a description, and reach out to me. I would love to actually play the game. It's going to be hard to rate this at this current point, so I'm going to put pending on this, just so that if you have it, we can go back to that. And that's time. Are you going through 10 games? I am going through roughly 2 hours at 7 minutes a point. So we're gonna reset the timer. I think it's Longhorn. There we go. I'm not gonna give us 3 minutes of me making commentary. I kind of just did that. Good submission. I would, again, if you could just update the tutorial, I would love to try to play it again and give you honest feedback on that. Seems like other people are enjoying it, so yeah. Either I'm very bad at the game, or something, or maybe I did it wrong. Don't know. I'll put more dedicated time into it later, but I'm a little lost on the lack of tutorial. Okay, next game. Again, if you're here and you participated in the GMTK Game Jam, in the messages, be it on Twitch or on YouTube, put your game in and we will start going through those. It's going to be completely random, so oopsie. Other than the very first person, if no one else puts anything in, that's going to be it. So Loopcraft. Let's see what Loopcraft is all about. Okay, Unity game. Nice. Let me mark the time and start the timer. Okay, let's see what we got. Thank you for trying my game. It means a lot. It's been a learning process, about a month of Unity. This is my first completed game. Been watching GMTK game jams for years. I've dreamed participating. Any feedback will be appreciated. I know it's not much, but I really appreciate playing my game. It's a fast-paced loop survival crafting game. You're a resourceful monk trapped in a mysterious cycle where each loop gives you a limited amount of time to gather resources, craft items, and work to your ultimate goal, escaping through the exit portal. Craft code. 5 wood, 5 stone equals crystal pit. Okay, cool. I know this is a pretty good game. Yes, that is our game. It's also in the pin message, thanks you. Okay, so the text is a little small. I know text is a really complicated thing to get working right, because sadly, no game engine has dynamic text fitting, and I despise it. But yeah, at least no game engine I know of. So a little small. Green on orange isn't too bad for accessibility. Let's make it bigger that way. And let's get into this. Welcome to Loot Craft. Gather resources, craft items, or craft report table to escape. All crafting is automatic as long as you have the required resources in your inventory. You can figure out what you need to break free. Collect 3 key fragments, craft the portal key, which will unlock the exit portal. Have fun and happy crafting. I would say the text over his head can get a little hard to read accessibility wise. But other than that, everything looks relatively good. The green on the red can kind of get mixy, but that's fine. Let's go into it. AWS to move, E to harvest, and R to use skill. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Interesting movement. I like it. I imagine it wasn't intended, but Game Jam James. Okay, I got 2 woods. This is a quick-paced game. Okay, got 2 woods, got 2 rocks. Haven't found the crafting table off the top of my head, but we are collecting items. Is this crafting? I don't know. Let's go up here. Looks interesting. Nope, I can't easily craft that. Let's go down here. So one trick is to make things that are important unique. So I imagine that block is the crafting table. And there you go. Look at that. We got a pickaxe. So now next day, I can't tell if the days are getting longer. They might be getting longer. So now, interesting mechanic. I'm going to move my mouse because it seems like it's just going to get in the way. I like the idea of this. I think I've seen games like this in the game jam. But this is a really interesting, like, survival type game. The movement's a little janky, and it seems like the primary reason is you're moving on an analog, but everything appears to be grid-based. So that's a tough thing to get around as well. I would say, and I imagine you got the asset from another. I can't do that. You got sound effects. One sound effect might be good to have is a sound to indicate that. Do you have sound effects? No, maybe you don't. Maybe I'm just hearing my keyboard. But a sound effect that might be good to have in something like this is a sound to tell me that I am actively succeeding or failing at any given point. Okay, so we got a good portion of resources. Let's see what the house can do. Nope, the house doesn't seem to do anything. Can we go up? Oh. R to use portal. I'm pressing R, and it's not using portal. So I don't know if R to use portal is doing all that well. Let's go down to the crafting table and see if maybe I'm just Nope. Okay, let's exit for screen for a split second. Okay, so we need 7 wood, 7 stone, and 7 crystal. So we got that. So in theory, we should have the metal pick. Something is going on. Okay, so there is a time limit. Sadly, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to complete this in the 7 minutes. Let me see, because I see the stats have kept. Yeah. Okay, so that is a small bug as well. I imagine you don't want me to be able to just carry over previous states. Also, it looks like I might have not carried over the previous state. So, yeah. Okay. So, it's an interesting game. I like the idea. There's a lot of things you can do with this type of mechanic because you can take the survivor element and really stretch it to its limit. I've seen games where you eventually get time increasers and stuff. Even though it looks like there is an exponential time increase just from the quick thing. I'm going to go to us talking about it real quick. Really great job for a Game Jam game after 1 month of learning Unity. Like, this is really incredible. You got a movement system. It's a little buggy here and there, but ultimately it's a movement system. You also have an interaction system that is cross multiple elements. So that is great. I really think with a little bit of polish, you could easily have gotten this to be a really content game. But for 1 month of doing game development, this is pretty well. You got like idle animations working really nice. The only thing I recommended that would have been just like icing on this is if you could have gotten multiple sprite sets for the angle you're turning towards. I can understand why you didn't. Sorry, there's gnats everywhere. Hate the summer. But I can understand why you didn't because it's 4 days to do it. But that would be a good thing to learn is just getting that directional sprite pattern. Trying to think of an easy way to get one. Going on itch or other platforms, look up RPG Maker. They have traditional 9 sprite somewhat top down chibi characters that can at least get you in that cycle of how to create sprite animations and how to get the directional ones. Beyond that, you have a minor bug where it keeps the stats. Not really a big issue. I imagine your code isn't the cleanest, not because of anything wrong with you, just learning experience. So one of the things you might want to do if you haven't already done it is separating your graphics from the player set. The reason why this is beneficial is you separate the data from the visuals, which means when the game ends, you can just go to that data and say, hey, load a new data of this type. And it will clear out all the player details between runs. So, but overall, I think for 1 month, this is really well. I mean, most people take 1 month just to get to like a basic snake. And you have menus and you have states that it's working on. So I think you're doing a great job. Finished? I highly recommend continuing. Okay. I think I can just leave that blanking for now. And let me get into rating this game. Let me go to the rating page so that I can actually see what categories I'm rating it in. Wait, why am I not logged? Why is everything not just solved? Why is everything not solved? Okay, there's 5 categories. Let's do craft. Let's get your 5 categories. Ding, 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 forgo that. There's a small nitpick. I've seen people complain about it. I don't personally have an issue with it, but I'll just say it. The artwork has different pixel densities, and some people don't like that. I find it great. If you are a developer and you're trying to show off like interactability versus non-interactability, different density of your textures is a great way to do that. I don't know why people don't like that, but yeah. And we'll go there. Overall, really nice game for again a month of development time in Unity. I don't like Unity, so I think you did a really good job. With that, let's go to the next game. So, yay, 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 yay. Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's open up the page. Let's start the time. Let's mark the thing. Ooh, I like this. So this, like, I don't know what to call the term, but this is a way of randomness. Basically, in a traditional set, like, you have it where the entry state is the determination of the final state. And there are some where it's very hard to determine what the final state is going to be. I wonder if that's what this gameplay is going to be. Be quiet, phone. Warning, the drag drop seems to be broken in Safari on Mac. That's good. I'm not doing that. It works in Chrome. That's good. That's where I am. I'm working on a fix. I bet you are. I will post it here. Interesting. It's interesting that you're posting it on Not Itch. Or posting it not on the release version of Itch after the game jam. In a unique puzzle, you explore the beauties of foray ellipticals. Maybe that's the term. I don't recall. That's something I studied in college, I'm certain. Spinning loops that combine to draw incredible shapes. The goal is simple. Find the correct loop that forms the hidden shape. But it won't be easy. Decoys will throw you off, and only clever dedication and a keen eye for patterns will lead you to victory. Features, memorizing loop patterns, logic base. Okay, sounds good. So you have audio. I don't hear any audio, but it says that it has audio. The instructions are for radius, F for frequency, and P for phase. So get to do my homework again. Large circle is 80, 1F. Small circle is that. Gameplay, choose circles, drag and drop, check your solution, give feedback. Correct position is green, wrong circle is gray. Sounds good. Start by looking at the target shape. Is it round, pointy? How many loops? This will help you. Maybe. You forgot how good my math homework was. Okay, so let's... Oh, I get to drag it in here. Interesting. Okay. Let's check the solution. There's nothing. Let's drop this one in. Okay. It would have been somewhat nice to easily see it, but it looks like I got the correct circle for the first one and the wrong one for the second one. So, okay. That's good feedback. Especially on a game like this, where feedback will be really key. Nope, okay. So it's going to be yellow and pink. Yeah, that is, you have incredible feedback on this. Like, this feels very, very much to like the Wardour games. Easily, I could see it being a good mobile game. Only thing I would recommend, switch the inputs. People who are using thumbs on their phones are going to be at the bottom of the screen. They're not going to want to reach up to drag everything. But beyond that, beautiful feedback. Okay, so we're going to start here. We're going to want an in, then an out. So this got to be the outer ring. And then we want something that is slow and pacey. I think maybe that. Oh, look at that. I am getting good. I love this. This is the things I hope mobile games are. Because it actually is teaching you a very important lesson, especially if you plan to do audio engineering or not data, signal analysis engineering and stuff. This is literally work I have done in college before. Okay, so it's going to be a long one. It needs a short intermediate one that then has a nice long sequence. So I think it's going to be pink and then blue. Oh my gosh. I love it. My college education's paying off. Woo! I'm clipping that. Oh, that was great. I have never felt so like college paid off until that moment. Oh, okay, this one. So we're gonna have, okay, it's needing to have a sharp in. It's not getting too frequent, so it needs to be about a triple frequency. So maybe a yellow? Because it goes this way. So it'd be, no, yellow's too fast. Um, Pink? Is pink the starting one? Ooh, that's. Yeah, pink seems to be the starting one. I'm gonna go pink. Um, then maybe a gray, then yellow. Not the yellow. I would say it'd be nice. So somebody like me, I've had experience with this, so I can kind of see the frequencies and stuff. It would be nice if, as you're dropping it, you can see what that shape does. Even if it's just that shape alone overlaid, it would just make it nice in that sense. But let's see if we can figure this out in 8 seconds. So it was pink, gray, and blue.
Are you finished?
Yes! Yes, we are! Okay, we're gonna continue this. I'm gonna comment on it as we do it. Again, I think this is a fantastic little app game. This is something that you do on a bus or something, especially like a student who's studying this stuff. This would be a easy way. If you wanted to aim towards that demographic, it'd be really cool to see like the sum of signs and stuff that is producing this. Let me get a drink of water real quick. Sorry. Hey, Fire! Yep, you can do a power lore. So, like, this is awesome. I love this. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. So, we're going to have a lot of diversity over an entirety. So, I think we're going to want this as a fast, but then we want something like this maybe as a slow. No. Ooh. The pink, maybe? Or the purple? Maybe it's. I don't know. It's purple is really fast. Maybe orange. Nope, it was the purple. I guess it is the purple. Oh. Nope, I think that's good. So yeah, I think this is a great game. I really, I really would promote expanding this, especially since you could easily build a level editor, store it on like a small server that's just storing like basically a text list of name and the formula, and you literally have an entire mechanic right there. Love it. I don't know how many levels it is, but it is definitely amazing. Like, this is what I kind of was expecting it to be, is something along this, where we can add on custom shapes and stuff. But I like it. I don't think there's much more I can say about it, other than, yeah, it's a great game. No, sorry, great jam game entry. What engine did you use, by curiosity? It does not say. Interesting. But definitely, I would definitely check this out again. This would be something I'd be willing to have on my phone. So, let me quickly rate this. This
Are you
is
finished?
yeah. Yeah. It is a well-textured game. I completely agree. I can't find much fault with it, so it's going to be interesting when it comes to rating it. And I just need to keep that rating score up. There you go. So let's see. Go with that. Go with that. Not really on that sense. Artwork, there isn't really much to grade, and audio sounds good. Especially with frequencies, you have a big risk because, like, if I do, come on, something like this, like that could get annoying. But you got it at the right tonal that it isn't annoying me to listen to it. Wouldn't recommend making that a final level, but definitely a cool game. So awesome. We got your ratings and everything. So let's go to the next game. Must have it going through an EQ filter. I would believe so. I'd be quite shocked if that's coming out at that frequency and everything without going through it. Really cool game. I have a game idea very similar to it, so I'm a little biased on that. Whoopsie. Let's reset that timer so that we don't count time that isn't ours. But yeah, I have a cool game idea around that. Just haven't gotten the time to do it. Okay, Retro Mortis. So I'm very bad at pronouncing names. I am so sorry if I offend anyone by me mispronouncing their game name. Okay, let's mark the time. Let's start the timer, and let's reset that timer. There we go. Don't want to steal a couple seconds off. Okay, this game is about defending your hover, encroaching villagers by leveraging the powers of necromancy. Submitted for GMT Game Jam 2025. This game was made in large part during my live streams, which you can watch in this playlist. Nice. Let's go try it out then. Looks like a Godot game. I love the artwork. Very incredible. Let's check out the options. Music audio sounds pretty good. Screen shake is fine. Really nice. Let's get into this. Okay. Would you like a tutorial? Yes, I would. I would love a tutorial. This is a corpse. Walk the corpse with WASD and space to pick it up. Okay. This little wizard dude. Pick it up. Walk to the base, drop the corpse inside the radius with another space press. Nice. Raising minions require corpses that are near your base. Okay, cool. In the time to the left is your ritual loop. Ritual loops activate runes in top-down order. Okay. Add a raised skeleton rune to your inventory. Click and drag it into the ritual slot to activate it. Okay. It would have been nice to have like a little flash or something because I was focusing here, but cool, we'll add that. When the rune is activated, it will consume the corpse and raise a skeleton. Nice! The skeletons can be sacrificed by pressing R. This grants currency. Sacrifice 5 corpses on the ground. Okay. Corpses can be sacrificed by pressing R. This grants currency. Do I hurdle? No. It says press R. Do I press the corpse up? I don't get what you're trying to teach me here. 45 gunner, it's all fine. It's no need to apologize about being late. Corpses can be sacrificed by pressing R. This grants currency. Sacrifice 5 corpses on the ground. I'm pressing the E button. That is completely my mistake. There we go. I have currency. Currency can be used to buy new runes. Click the archer to the right to purchase a new rune. The rune will appear in your inventory when purchased. Meteor. Okay, I guess. I think you're ready. I'll give you a starting raised skeleton and some corpses. Good luck. I feel unprepared, but they say I'm ready, so I guess I must be ready. Let's put it in here. Let's get this. There is a corpse explosion. Where do I? So this is the step in the instructions that didn't give me a clear time to understand what it was doing. Like, I understand there's an archer. Oh, I don't have money. That's why. Okay, so I need to get money. Okay, I get this. Okay, so now I'm getting bones, and I get the bones, and I have enough for the archer. So now I add the archer down there, space, drop, and then I can do archer stuff. I don't know what the archer stuff does, but I can do it. So, oh! I don't know what that did. I think corpse just exploded. I don't know why I would want that. But things are happening. I don't want corpse. All corpses in the vicinity of the player explode, dealing massive damage. Okay, so it's like a way to drop damage. But why would I want that in particular? I will say it's kind of hard to follow my character. Like, the green smoke is a helpful one, but it'd been nicer if I was off palette to the enemies. Really the enemies. The corpses aren't too bad. Sure, we'll grab that. Drop that down here. I don't know what that is. The game's fast-paced as well. It'd be maybe nice to have waves. Just because it's kind of hard to keep track of all of what I need to do at any given time. But I can kind of understand and kind of keep following it. The cursor's also weird. It's been nice if I just had a buy button. Guess we'll just buy one of these and drop them. Start placing things. It looks like we're low on soldiers again. Oopsie. Are you just not in? Thank you, he's not in. There you go. Defend the circle! Okay, we're out of time play-wise. Overall, it's not a bad game. Let me start up the secondary timer. I feel like it just doesn't give me a lot of break time. And that's kind of hard for me to understand what's going on at any given point. Like, I don't know why my corpse cycle has slowed down significantly. And kind of hard for me to take the time to look at the other directions as I'm trying to defend it. Like, I'm doing well, or at least I feel like I'm doing well, but I feel like I could do a little bit better with just a small delay. I don't know. Is this a pause button? Yes, this is a pause button. So pause would have been a nice thing to teach in the tutorial, and the menu button is the menu button. Okay. Yeah, so I would have chosen pause just as a little tutorial thing. It's just hard for me to focus on the sidebars while focusing on the center of the screen with placing creatures and stuff in the right circle. Overall, not bad. Punchy. I don't have any overarching issues with it. Ooh, hello. It seems like timing is a big impact, and I just have the wrong pattern. I think I needed to have the corpse explosion like after I bought things with some time to give it. And it looks like I'm just not producing enough out to do things. So I think that's gonna be it. Oh, not a bad game. I enjoy the gameplay, and I think the idea behind it is really good. The UI would be really the only issue I see around it, is I just don't have enough of a feedback to constantly be moving things forward. But I like it. It's a good game. I didn't experience anything that I would say really is bad other than condensing it. Really, what I would do if this was mine is I would make it where it's a click game, because then it makes sense me moving the mouse around, but me moving the character around, trying to keep track of that while still eyeing both sides of my screen, it's just too much at the rate you're asking. But yeah, I see it. I don't see any win condition, and it seems like this game would be one of those that needs that type of... Oh. I don't know how I won, guys. If anyone can tell me how I just won, that'd be lovely. Continue. Okay. Well, that's that. I think you did a lovely job. I just don't know the UI aspect of it. So creativity, yeah, what was that? I'll go give it that too. That's there. Artwork was really good. Audio wasn't annoying. Sadly, there's no like UI aspect, but like that would be the area I'd improve on. So, on to the next game. Again, if you're here to submit your game, it's in the pinned message on either Twitch or on YouTube. Go in there, put the message. With that, you're going to want to put the link. Hello, Jaware Dev? Is Court to submit here? Yes, it is. There's a pinned message. Oopsie, that is not the screen I want to zoom into. You can submit it. It's random right now. And the link you want to put in is this type of link, which will be found on a page similar to this one, where you get the submission stuff. If you have time, I would love for you to play Aurora Echoes and enjoy that. But if you don't, you can submit your game and I will play it either on stream in the next hour or so, or I will be playing a pack of games next Thursday or this Thursday by myself and writing detailed reports out with that. Every game gets 7 minutes at least, and 10 minutes roughly at most. I mark it on the stream so that you can watch it back when I put it in the comments. With that, we have one more game who actually left a comment on mine, so we're going to play theirs. And then we got, looks like one game in submission, so it looks like random is going to be quite easy. Infinite Farmer. Awesome. Weirdly not seeing the pin message. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. You on Twitch. Let's see where Twitch is. Is Twitch showing the pin message? Where Twitch is. No, Twitch is not showing the pin message. Of course Twitch is not showing the pin message. Why would Twitch do that? End it main stream. I bet what it was is I didn't do that. I bet it did like 20 minutes and then disappeared. Okay, let me just interact with this real quick so that I can hide it in the page that or on the video. There we go. Pin message. Everyone's happy. Yay. Let me just verify YouTube has it. Yep, YouTube still has it. Cool. Awesome. Thank you for telling me that. I don't know how to pronounce your username. I'm going to keep calling it Jaware Dev. Hopefully that's good enough. Oh, it's earlier in the chat. That's cool. Yeah, I should have been pinned. I think Twitch removed it after 20 minutes. Should I do that again? If it does, please let me know. With that, we're going to go to Infinite Farmer and see how that is. Let's mark the time and start the timer. Okay, made a game jam loop. Infinifarm plays classic core gameplay loop of farming higher and higher value crops. With a physical twist, your farmer marches on an endless round in his humble little farm planet. Clear debris from your farm, till the lands, plant the seeds, water the plants, harvest the foods. Okay. Left click or spacebar to use items. You can hoard the button to use the item repeatedly. Nice. A and D to move, or left and right. Cool. Very nice. It has that options. I didn't have time to put both options in, but that's nice. Okay, how to play. Use pickaxe to destroy rocks on 5 each time the farmer passes the loop sign. Interesting. Use the hoe to till the land. Use the water to water the till. Purchase seeds from the shop. Plant the seeds and watch them grow. Okay, let's see how this plays out. Nice Unity game. Yeah, it's Jaware. Okay. JWare, nice. Got some settings. Interesting. It was weird to do that. Hey, I sent my game. It would be amazing to see somebody play it. Awesome. We got 3 people so far. Again, I used a random number generator, so who knows when it will be next. But next will be off the submission, so kind of weird when I clicked the 4 screen, it popped it into 4 screen. I'm imagining this is just oddity with it being played in the browser. We'll do 4 screen though. Music's good. Sounds good. I personally recommend putting the music and sound about 60%. Primarily because if for whatever reason I'm like, oh, this music is great, I just wish I could crank it up a little bit louder, I can't. There's literally no way I can increase the volume in-game. So putting it at 60 gives the user that opportunity. Whoopsie. I did a no-no on any web-based game. Quit does not quit. It freezes the game. But that's fine. We're getting to it. So A and D lets me choose the item. And then spacebar lets me mine the rocks. Okay. So I kind of want to mine rock and then hoe land kind of in a cycle. Interesting. Land, rock, land, rock. Okay, so I got 5. I'm curious how long the cycle takes. Oh, interesting. So I can pickaxe the hoed land. Or the tilled land. Let's see. We can plant some seeds, so we'll do that. Let's plant them on this side. Cool. And then we just have to water them again. So let's till up some land here. Then mine rocks. Till up land. Mine rocks. Till up land. Mine rocks. I am noticing the rocks will not come back, which that can be problematic. Hey, me Asian, how are you doing? The rocks not coming back are kind of sad. But I feel like this is kind of a casual farming game as well. So I'm curious. It didn't give me instructions on how to harvest. So okay, yep, I just walked by and I harvested. Okay. We got 20. Let's plant some onion rings. Or onion rings, onions. There we go. We got 15 again. We can plant some more onions. Ah, dang it. Dang it, I missed him. Really nice casual game. I kind of liked the loop mechanic. I could see implementing this as like a clock element and having it where the player is like actually walking around the clock face. Oopsie. Nice. I did it. So we're good. Let's buy some carrot seeds. Let's see if we can we do what we did before? Yes! So we can mark it. I don't know why, but the game looks fun to me. Well, you can play it right now. It's on Infinifarm, broxer.itch.io. And it's part of the GMT Game Jam. I think you have to submit to actually be able to rate, but you always can put comments in the page below and tell the developer how good it is. Really nice game. Could see adding some time mechanics, like I was saying with like the clock, and adding the time mechanics and making this like an idle incremental game. Be interesting. Overall, I think the gameplay's a little basic. Not in the sense that the developer is basic or anything, but just the mechanic of walking around and doing this is perfect. Like, for a game jam, I understand the concept. I feel the concept. It doesn't speak to me as a player. I wouldn't be playing this much longer. But for a game jam, you mastered it where, like, you know what the game is. I know what the game is now, and we've reached that turning point where I can give you an honest rating on the game. Artwork looks cute. I love it. It looks like it's also custom artwork. So, very cute on that. Let's see how many carrots we get on this. And do we get enough to buy anything
Are
new?
you finished?
No. But I think we got the concept down. So, cut down to the break time. Overall, like it. Only other thing I would really add, if you're not going to go incremental and you're like, this is the vision of my game, is adding a item, maybe even like shoes or something, to speed up your loop. Because if I'm currently doing something, like I need to water those plants, and I'm on the other side, it could be a while, and you don't want to kind of waste the player's time just sitting there going like, okay, I love the animation, but now the animation's becoming an annoyance. So, overall, I like it. Let's see. What are we rating this? Let's see. This is called Infiniform. Yes, how do I spell that? IFINT or INF arm. Infiniform. Go with that. Go with that. I'll go with that. That, and we'll go with that. That's a good rating for you. You're gonna like that. I don't think there's anything more. If you're planning to keep this in the browser mode, in the settings here, when you have the quit, either have the remove the quit. If this is Godot, there's a command that lets you check if it's being in the web based on a feature flag. If you're not on Godot, most other ones have a way to interface with JavaScript, and you can have it where it actually like close out the tab, or you can have it close out the full screen feature. So overall, I like it. I don't think there's anything really negative with it. It's a nice little classic farm game. So with that, I think we're going to have our first random number generator. It looks like we got 3 submissions. So let me start. Actually, we have Amazon. Turn the volume to 7. Okay. Yep. Amazon. Turn the volume to 7.
Are you finished?
Amazon. What's a number between 1 and 3?
The number between 1 and 3 is 2.
No, not that way. Amazon. Choose a number between 1 and 3.
Let me know if you need help with something else.
Choose a number between 1 and 3 now. Of course. Amazon. Please choose a random number between 1 and 3.
The number I've chosen is 2.
Okay, we'll just go with 2. I don't know if it's actually doing all that great, but we'll go with 2. Okay. Next game on the docket is Up and Revoke. Ooh, I love the art aesthetic. Let's see how the game goes. Let me clear that timer. There you go. Don't want to cheat you out. Start the mark and start the timer. Okay. In Hop and Revoke, you play as a bunny rabbit who explores the underground and comes across a weird little device called a Revoke Pad. This pad can be used to place portals and instantly teleport them back to them. Use this in a variety of ways to climb your way out of the underground. Game Jam puzzle platformer playable in real Game Boy hardware or in browser. Very nice. There's actually a plugin that also allows you to port that to Godot quite easily. Controls PC, A and D for movement, left and right D-pad. Okay, so A and D for movement, J for jump, and K for... Okay, so this is not using keyboard. Hey, for how are you doing? So we move, we jump, and we place portals. Yep, got that installed. Nice! Okay, let's run this. Can I full screen it? Let's see. It looks like I can. Cool. Press A. Okay, I think you might want do some context analysis because on the keyboard it's J, and I try to press A, but not bad for a Game Jam game. Really hitting that Game Boy art aesthetic. I like it. Very good contextual understanding of drifting, not drifting, gliding, with the map. Okay, let's see what we got here. Beautiful. I love the level that builds itself. Yep, I try to put it in the description for the QWERTY keyboard. Okay. Whoopsie. I timed that wrong. There we go. It gets off that. Okay. There you go. Nice. What if I... Oh, a little cutscene. I love it. Love the little cutscenes. You found the Revoke Pad. What is this device? Press B to set a portal and press it again to return to it. Okay. So I put it there, and then I can return to it. Okay, cool. Nice. And then there's the context of like how this should work. I love that. So I do that, and then I can go here. Beautiful. You really understand like the simplicity of explanation. Uh-oh. Okay, it's just there's a area of room. Oh, I love it. I know exactly what to do. Because you taught me well. Dang it. Maybe I don't. There you go. Yep, I didn't need to do that one. Okay, so... It'd be nice. I know the Game Boy had limited buttons. It'd be nice if there was a way to recall your teleported area without going to it. I could see how that could get me in a sticky situation in later levels. Oh yeah, and you really have skill at that. I'm gonna put the teleporter there. I imagine I'm gonna need to go. Okay, so okay, I got it. But yeah, knowing that this is supposed to be in association with a Game Boy game, like I can understand not having the controller inputs to do this. Ooh, bubble. Does bubble hurt me? Bubble does something. Bubble does a sunken jump. Ah, beautiful cutscene. Lovely. Lovely. So I can do that. And then I ride the bubble up. Maybe. There we go. Pop it here. Go down. Great. Okay. Got some platforming tricks. feel like I'm playing that doodle hop game on the phone. Okay, put that there. No, I don't want it there. I want to... Oop, yep, I did that wrong. Woo. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. There you go. That's where I want that. And then I want to ride this. Nope. Nope. Me wanting to sneeze. I'm holding back a sneeze. Dang it. Nope. I apparently can jump through to that. That's not doing what I want. I need to put the teleporter there. And then I need to press the button. Woo. There you go. Teleporter. Then if I can get this timing right, there you go. There we go. Button, cutscene, lovely, cool. I think I have to die here because I failed to learn my lesson. That can be a little harsh, but I understand the desire. Not too bad. It's like a boss in this type of game, so 1 of 5. Does that mean I get to? No, I don't know what 1 of 5 means. 1 of 2. Oh. Dang it. Okay. 1.
Are you finished?
I am, but this game is good. I'm going to see if I can get it pretty far. Animation-wise, pretty well. The level design is slightly less detailed than the character. Again, I personally don't have that big of a preference on it, but I do know people who have particular preferences of that type of stuff. Okay. How do I want to do that? I need to get up here. Oh, do I need to do that? Yeah, I need to do that. Okay. Oopsie. So then I teleport to it and then I drift down. Oh, I think I can do a jump off a teleport. I'm gonna try that. If I do that and then no. Nope, come on. Okay, and then no. Okay, never mind. But yeah, overall, really nice. Is this the end? Did I actually get to the end of the game? There's no more bubbles coming. There you go. Oh no. I walk the bubbles up. I like the mechanics. You got a really interesting game on this side. Let's give you some ratings and then we'll chit chat about it for a bit. Close to the end. Okay, we're trying to get to the end. Only because we're close. I'm very bad at platformers though, so close could be a relative term. Nope. Do. Audio could be a little bit nicer in the sense that there's not a whole lot of audio to keep me engaged. But again, 4 days, it's quite hard to do that. Okay, I'm gonna wait and there we go. Can that be enough? Is that enough? Does that get you high? Yes. Cool. Okay, woo. There we go. There we go. Come on, give me it. Get it. Get it. Thank you.
Are you finished?
We're almost finished, hopefully. So this is not nice. Yeah. This is a little bit evil. I understand, like, this is the mechanic. This can feel really nasty. Just because you kind of have these, yeah, unknown jumps. I know I'm bad at the game, and, like, this is possible without having as many unknown jumps, but I would be very wary adding levels like this. It can be particularly unfun to some players. Nope. I think I know what you want me to do. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Nope. Nope. Okay, I need to have enough time for me to go back. There you go. Don't. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope. That's not gonna help anyone. That would have been a nice place to, like, recall it. Is like I put it in the wrong place. Dang it! I was close. Nope. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. And you might want to have it where it's one-way colliders. Okay, that's not where I need to be. Yep. I like the boss idea. You taught me the mechanic, now you're testing me on it. Yep. That's not the way I need to be. That comes down. This comes up. Nope. It would have been nice to have a little bit of a notion of where they're going to appear just a split second before. So that if I make bad decisions, I have time to react to them. But overall, not bad. And then boom. And then we want over here. Then we want over here. Then we want to dodge that one. 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 Ah, dang it! Dodge. Dodge. I was gonna say, you might also want to make the collider on the back of the spikes not damaging, just as a forgiveness to the player. So if the player messes up, they're not horrifically scarred from their mistake by being off by a couple of seconds. I don't know where it's coming from. Is this the end? No. Having a door or something indicating that there's further to that. Thank you for letting me play that. I hope I gave some good feedback, and it's a really nice game. It kind of sucks that it wasn't in the heyday of the Game Boy, because I totally could see this being a big little indie game out of that. I didn't give you the ratings yet, so let me give you the ratings. Tough one on that one. That and we'll give you that. Appreciate the feedback. You are welcome. With that, I think we can delete your entry. No offense to you, but makes the random number generator a little bit easier. Okay, so we got 2 people. If you are watching the stream and you want to have your game featured in the pinned messages, there is a link to the game submission form. Put your information in there, and I will play at least 7 minutes, around 10 at max. Marks it on the stream. It will be in the YouTube, so you can watch the game playback anytime. And if you're ever so nice, please try out my game. I spent 4 days on it like you guys did. Okay, thank you for playing. Thank you for creating. Okay, with that, we have 2 people, I think. Let me refresh just to make sure. Yeah, we have 2 people. Amazon, flip a coin.
I put the point for you. It landed on heads.
Okay, we're going with 1.
Coin flips?
No, I don't want to hear that. Okay. Got a new game. Character is tapped in a time loop. Okay, I think that is your description narratively. Okay, What We Left Behind. Lovely title, I like it. Let's start the timer, let's start the thing, and let's get to the page. Okay. What We Left Behind is a short narrative game about memory loss and things we try to forget. You're awakened in alone in a quiet room filled with objects that hoard past present. Time is running out. The only way to escape is to discover the true meaning behind these items. Some loops bring confusion, others reveal glimpses of truth. Can you piece together what is left behind before it's too late? Movement, WADs. Interact with specific objects. E. Read dialogues carefully. That may be a fault on my end. Be careful. If you fail to identify it within the time limit, the game loops. Certain elements will change positions. Use your mouse to click on specific items based on clues you've gathered. Each loop stacks certain objects on top of each other, making the path harder and more space claustrophobic. Find the right items before the time squeezes you even more. Update, good news. We managed to fix a collision issue. I didn't. Okay, let's see how this game goes. Let me grab a link to it so that we have something to fall back on when I do my ratings. Okay, a nice Unity game. Okay, unique art style, I like it. AWSD, E to interact. Okay, let's see. What are these? Some sort of memory enchantment. Okay. Families. This text is kind of odd. I wonder if it's because it's not full screen. No. Kind of odd, the text location. And I don't know why it would be that way unless you were planning to have like profile pics. Okay. I click up. Oh, I'm really confused on the mechanic now. You stuffed everything inside and said we'll deal with it later, but we never did. Okay. It'd be nice, especially since every item isn't interactable, having some glow or something to show what is interactable. Who moved everything around? Nothing's where it used to be. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Those weapons. Why can't I remember anything? I don't know. There's a dude. Also, time seems to have gotten stuck. Don't know what I did, but it looks like I froze time. Welcome. The items given to you are pieces of your past. Find which one matters to you before time runs out. Do we have... We don't have any indication of progress. Click on specific items. Whoopsie. I clicked the wrong button. Sorry. But yeah, it looks like we broke the game. That's not bad. I mean, 4 days, you're going to have bugs. Replace so many memories in this chest. Can you still recall what's left inside? No. I would love to know, but I don't. I hid your gift under this shelf, but now where's the box? Did I lose it somewhere? I miss spending time with you. You gave me my first gift in this very room. Okay. This desk wasn't broken, or am I remembering wrong? Most likely remembering wrong. Okay. I'm a little confused on core objectives. Also, I don't know how I broke the time. Okay, imagine clicking gets me the items. So I imagine if I just click kind of around, I can maybe brute force the solution. Who moves everything? Nothing's where it's belong. So does these? Nope. 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 That was not real. I have no context of what I'm doing with the clicks. But I think I've clicked everything, so let me free. Welcome. The items given to you are pieces of past. Find which one matters before your time runs out. This is a tricky one. There's not, at least in my mind, there's not a lot of context clues on what even I am looking for. And I feel like some of the mechanic is supposed to be that time constantly is shifting. Let me refresh it real quick and see if I can kind of get around that glitch in the 30 seconds. So I think it was that. Yeah, we wanted that. We don't need any of that. There's one up here. Yeah, that thing. Nope, not that. This is that bag. We've got all those. Is anything in here that needs to be gotten? Nope, I think that is everything. Oh, there's just miscellaneous stuff now. Oh, I said something. Did I say I can leave now? No. What did I say? I don't see anything. Yeah. I think I got everything once again, and it just feels like the game may not have a fourth thing, and the time's broken again. So I think that is game.
Are you finished?
I think I technically got everything, but I can't tell. And that is very problematic. My advice, especially with like a game, let me kick that over the advice time. My advice, especially with a game jam game, in something like this, get your very basic game. Go like one room, one item, done. And then ensure that that process always works as you add another room or another item. And then, in theory, you'll have a day, 2 days to polish that. And when you polish it, it will get even cleaner. Hey, bot. Bye, bot. Bye bye. Um, because right now, I feel like I beat the game, but the game isn't informing me of such. Overall, the artwork is nice. It gives me very like early computer game style, which I like. The perspective is right on. I don't feel like anything's really out there perspective wise. Um, I don't know really any way to expand this. So overall, I think mechanically everything's here. I think the only thing that was really an issue is you just have a lot of in betweens that just kind of fall apart. Sadly, but overall, I think it's a polished game. You have the time bug, and what I have to believe the end of the game, which I think popped up for a split second, um, bug. But beyond that, I like it. I like the art style, especially the character style. I love this character, especially like some of the walking animations. Left and right, lovely. It'd be nice if Diagonal had its own, but I can understand 4 days don't have a lot of time to do that. So overall, let's start reading this. Okay, let's see. I will say I did not expect that theme. I say it was that. Be tough to give more on that. This was great. And I don't think there was really any audio, or at least no audio that I heard, um, which could be a good thing in the sense that, like, just because there's no audio doesn't mean anything. Like, if I don't hear the audio, it could be the audio was so good that it didn't distract me. And sometimes that's what you want in audio. Okay, let's refresh. We got 3 submissions. I refreshed a little early. Who am I currently on? You're not this one. This is this one? Yeah. Okay, so let's delete this one. I've rated it. Yep. Okay, we're down to 2 again. Again, in the pin message if you want to add your game to the list. And with that, Amazon, please flip a coin.
All right. I flipped the coin for you. It's heads.
I really miss the old swooshing
I
sound.
hear you. Change can be tough, but I'm here to help you now.
Get off! Stop! You're interrupting me. I miss it when it used to do coin flip sound. Okay, so
Understand. Let's flip a coin the old way. Just you and me.
Amazon, stop speaking. Thank you. Gonna say something, isn't it? Okay, let's go to the next game. Okay, what do we got here? Tiny walk around planet. Nice. The player loops around the planet and will gradually change. Okay, let's enter here. Let's mark the time and start the timer. Let's restart that timer so that you get those couple extra seconds. Okay. Hey, that's my game. Hey, that's the developer. Let's see how this works. Okay, Tiny Walk Around Planet is a short puzzle platformer where the planet changes when you walk around. It's made for the jam, the loop, the themeless loop, multiple brain teasers awaits. Oh no, this is in the afternoon. I'm not supposed to use my brain in the afternoon. Will you be able to solve all the puzzles? If you get stuck, retrace your steps. Don't push objects too far, they will disappear. Great advice. A and D to move, space to jump, shift to grab an object, escape to pause, and F2 to capture a screenshot. I'm curious if the screenshot capture is going to be something I need. There's a possible soft lock. We ran out of time. Hey, no issue. I ran out of time as well and made the cardinal sin of comparing two floats directly. So I don't fault anyone for bugs. Making a game in 4 days is insane. Godot, love it. I love the Godot engine. So, Tiny Walk Around Planet. Warning about the web version. The web version of this game is less detailed, so we recommend using the native version instead. If it doesn't bother you, you can continue. Let's do that. Let's download the game real quick. I'm not going to give you money. I'm sorry. But I will download your game and make comments on it. Let's just pour that over here and download it in a place that I don't care about the ads. Let's open this. Do I trust you? Yeah, sure, we'll trust you. Cool. Wait. That is not how you do that, Soligna. You need to extract, not keep zipping the file. There we go. Cool. Let's open this up. Do I trust that you are not going to hack my Windows computer? Yeah, sure. What's the worst you can do? Don't need money. A test is great. Okay, so I noticed one thing that is a little problematic is it seems like you don't have a Windows mode. So give me a second to remember how to change which directory it goes on. I'll stop your time because I'm not gonna penalize you for me doing technical search. Move window to different monitor. There's actually a command to do that. I just can't remember it. Press and hold Windows, Shift, and then left. Windows, Shift, left. There we go. Oopsie. There we go. Okay, so theoretically everyone can now see the game. Cool. Awesome. Let's start the timer now. Now everything should be good. Let's restart the timer. Give you a little bit more. Restart the timer. There we go. Okay, let's play it. I actually immediately forgot the rules. Give me a second. What are the controls? That's the download. That's cool. Let's go into the itch page. A and D to move, space to jump, shift to grab, escape to pause. Okay. A and D to move. A, D, shift to grab. Volume's a little loud. Also, you can't hear it because it's give me a second. Audio. There we go. Now you guys can hear the audio. That's not what I want. There we go. So, I don't know what this yellow dude is. He doesn't let me grab him, so hopefully that's not where the glitch is. I'll move my mouse away. No signal. Oh! Why is there no signal? Interesting. Why is it not capturing? Give me a second. Why, oh why are you not capturing the screen? There we go. There's the screen. There's no screen. What? Okay. I can't click on the game without it disappearing the screen. Weird. Is this? Nope. No. Okay. We just have to create an application capture. Where is that? Game capture. Let's see. Can I find your game? Specific window. Tiny walk around. That should be everything I need. Properties. Again, I'll restart the timer. Okay, it's in full screen now. Hopefully, doesn't disappear. Cool. Let me restart the timer one more time. Okay, now hopefully everything is good. You guys can hear the game. You guys can see the game. I can play the game. Cool. Awesome. Let's get going. I was trying to grab the yellow dude, but it doesn't seem like he wants to come with me. So let's see if we walk around the planet. The yellow dude's gone. I'm curious. What happens if I walk around the other way? Ooh. Are you using, what is it? Euclidean geometry or whatever to do this? Or are you just using like a trigger point? Ooh, that's really interesting. I was kind of expecting yellow to not be there. So seeing yellow still there was oh, I love it. Nope. Come on. What in the... Okay. Do I need to grab something? Okay, so no, you're not using Euclidean geometry. That's fine. I would just be... And from a game jam game, that'd be just kind of one of those mind-shocking type things. You're just hitting like a trigger point of some type. Don't know what this sign's trying to tell me. So let's go back. Okay, that's the purple button. Oh, I bet I know what I need to do. I need to go all the way. Yeah, okay. Oh. The rotation. I need to go all the way back. Yep. Grab and hold. There we go. Nope. One of you needs to come with me. Thank you. Oh, I need both boxes? How do I get both boxes? I guess because this button keeps it open longer? No. How do I get both boxes? Is there another box? No. Whoa. This is like mind breaking me on like. This is really cool. It kind of sucks that you have that one bug where like if you go too far it breaks things. What do I do here? I like it though. It is a very interesting take. Nope. It's not a weight thing. I can't imagine it's like a time thing, because like you gave me the. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Hey, box, come here. There you go. You do have the problem, and it's not a problem with like your game specifically, but whenever you do these soccer type games, a mechanic is figuring out how to tell the player which direction sends them in which order. I've only ever solved it by kind of having it where I show like somewhere on the screen, like D is going to go forward, or D word's going to go counterclockwise, and A is going to go clockwise, just to clear it up. But okay, so now I grab the elephant. I carry the elephant all the way back home. Oh, come on. Get... Elephant, you can stay here. I need the box. Elephant, can I grab you now? No, I only can grab the box. Elephant, can I grab you? Thank you. So, that's a small issue. Again, it's very minor in the long scheme. Whoop! Hello, elephant. You're on the right side. I'm not. But you're on the right side. Let me grab a box. I'll get over there, elephant. There you go. Ooh. No, the box is there. I'll be fine. I do like this mechanic, though. This is a interesting system. I'm curious if I could have gotten the elephant stuck on the other side of that side. I'm not going to do it because I imagine I know the answer, but you might want to look into that. Button. Don't try. Yeah, I imagined that was going to be the case. Okay, so there's a button on this pink planet. Another interest... Oh, I can grab the red button. Okay. Another interesting idea is having it where the planets kind of zoom in and out, but I don't know how well that would be because I don't know how you're actually doing this, which is great. Stumping a developer like that is a great step. Is like me not being able to just go like, oh, you're doing it this way. Oh, come on. Yeah, get over there. No, you don't like that. Okay. Let's grab that, and I don't know. That feels correct. Should work. Okay. I was like, I feel like this is correct. But we also have gotten past the time limit. I love this idea. This idea is unique. I honestly can't think that anyone made a game like this. But let's get into the discussion side. Let me get a little bit of water. Okay. I can't recall. Yeah, you made it in Godot. So, my immediate thoughts is, especially in the 4 days, I imagine you made the movement system around the planet. And then when it came to interactables, you kind of, okay, 45, gonna talk to you later. When it came to interactables, that kind of was the last bit code, which is perfectly fine in a 4-day. If you were planning to expand this, I would relatively in the most respectful way. Throw everything out. I would separate the two systems as much as you can so that any interactable can be placed on a flat surface or a round surface and it just behaves. But overall, like, I can't mentally just give you how you did the planets. It is so smooth and so clean how you did it that it is very hard for me to do it without going to whatever that geometry is, which I've seen a project that did that, which is amazing. I love it. But this isn't doing that because it isn't always the same room at the same distance away. Maybe it is. Maybe. I don't know. Can I spoil the end? Sure, if you're okay with that. I would be exciting. How close am I to the end? Am I like 3 puzzles away and I'm just stuck, or? Later you can go to the moon and the same system works. Ooh, interesting. So like you have it like the Mario Galaxy games where you can like bounce between 2 different planets? Is that what you're saying? As you answer my question, I'm going to get to the rate. The button should work if you try it again. I might do it on my own time. But definitely an interesting game. You are going to go to a private list of mine on itch of games to look into for inspiration, because my brain is still kind of like racking at how you did this. I imagine the simple answer is there's teleportation points and you're transitioning from scenes, but like you do it really well. You do it really well. Let me just get these ratings in. The artwork is fine. I mean, the digital artwork, it's the take you wanted. And it fits really nice, so I think it will be good. And the audio only recently started getting to that point, and that's only because I'm not playing. There's no teleportation in a single scene. Oh. You have me stumped. I do not know how you're doing it unless you're using the geometry solution. Which if you are, and you didn't code that at the beginning of like as a prior project importing it in, I have no clue how you did it in 4 days without any real issues. So bravo. You have me stumped. I don't know how to do it. Let's quit this game. You definitely are going to a list of mine. The fish has returned. You missed a brain melting game. I highly recommend Saint to check out Tiny Walk Around the Planet. It is a interesting game. Okay, with that, did we have any other submissions? Let me delete. No disrespect to you, but let me delete your submission. We keep getting about 2 submissions. I love it. We're just keeping that coin flip. Okay. Amazon. Flip a coin.
Heads it is.
Heads again. Oh my gosh. Manage the game design part primarily. Killer Axel, my friend, primarily managed the code. I think we were 50-50 on the code side. That's awesome. Very good. Tell your friend that I'm quite impressed and stumped. Like, yeah, if somebody told me to recreate that, I can't imagine trying to do that in 4 days. And that's with like the final product to mirror off of. Okay, so it's heads, so we're doing 1. So Valdam, hopefully you're here. If not, we're gonna play your game. Can be finished in 10 minutes if fast, length 10, 15. That's fine. The reason why I do 7 is just to try to give everyone a fair chance. I don't want to play any game like for an hour and then the next person I play their game for like 5 minutes. To me, that's unfair. I try to make it even. So, okay, Rhombus. Let's start the timer. Let's go to the itch page. Let's mark the thing so I can put the timestamp. Okay, a short first-person shooter game inspired by The Witness and Manifold Garden. Rotate 2D rhombuses, tires, on a plane to move 3D boxes and build your path. Estimated duration 10 to 15. Move mouse and keyboard is recommended. That's great. That's my primary. Gamepad can work, but isn't practical if you want precision. Of course, done in 2 days. Nice. It's loosely related to the theme loop, and as best I can, I didn't have any ideas. That's fine. Personally, I always say, even especially if this is your first game jam, going into a game jam and just having that time bracket, even if you don't follow a theme, is good just to get that energy in and out. I hope you video this game. I'm videoing all the games today. I'm not videoing all the games Thursdays. They get a detailed report of what I say. Everyone else gets a video today. Okay, let's run Unity. Not bad. Okay, move. You said mouse and keyboard, but you didn't give specific directions. Texturing seems to be breaking. I imagine what it is it's a 2D, what's Unity call it? 2D texture of a 3D object, I think. But, okay, I can't, oh, there you go, now I can move. There's no signal, by the way. Ah, give me a second. Sorry. Took my mouse. Why is there no signal? There's always no signal. No one ever, no one ever likes having signal. Okay, yep, that's signal. We'll have a backup signal just in case that fails. Thank you, St. Seal, for telling me that. I was going to do this entire thing without giving a signal. Okay. Because of that, I'm going to restart the timer. Hello, Vadim. You are a developer. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, I imagine you have some like 2D rendering on a 3D surface, and that's why you have this weird flickering. But no problem. So area 1. It's a 3D mesh. Interesting. It's interesting that it's flickering. Whoopsie. Oh, okay, so I died. But I think here. I have to go back working on my game, but really great to be here. I think I'll come back another day. Awesome! I play various games and do various code development stuff. So if you like that, that's what I do. Okay, so I fall in here, but I don't get the controls just yet. Am I supposed to be using the panels? Is this? Yes. Okay. Cool. Nice. And then, okay, cool. Okay, I got this. This mechanic I got down. Got down. This is very witness inspiration, and I like it. Okay, so we pour that, and then we pour this one. And then no, I have to pour this one, right? Oh, wait. Okay. So then I pour this one down, and then pour this one, and then pour this one. And then I do the exact same thing here. I don't know why it's something just clicking in my brain on how that works. It doesn't logically make it something I can explain, but okay, pour that. And then pour that. Can I pour this again? No, okay. So I'm not 100% sure how, dang it, what decides which block is forward. There is a logic, but it might not be obvious at first. That's fine. That's what you expect in a game like this. Is you want something that I'm making stairs. You want something like that where the player doesn't obviously know the answer from the very start, but we'll pick it up in time. Come on, get up there. There we go. Area 2. Okay. So I have two surfaces that I think both of these are going to interact with. It's pretty much a mathematical geometry trick between the panners and the platforms. Sadly, math was not my best skill, as you can see here as I am. The controls are a little tricky to understand, like which direction any given block is going to go. But that gets me that side, so I'm going to go up here. Now, I feel like I need to build a place up there. So, I feel like this needs to be like middle of the road, maybe? Maybe this is the only stairs I need? Um, mm, there we go. Nope. There we go. Then this one. And that. I don't have no jump. I think I have to. I don't know. Go to this one. Okay, so that brings that up there. Do I go up that high? That seems strange. Because there is platforms, but maybe I just need to build the bridge across these platforms. So that would be that one. But I can't do that until I go across myself down here. So rotating these back down. Now I can go across. And now I need to raise this bridge back up so that I can walk across it the other way. Like, this is a cool game. I like the concept. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it in the short time, but I see the concept and I like it. Theming would be one thing if you plan to expand this, is having a solid theme around it. Okay, so that's good. Could be finished within 10 minutes if you're fast. Yeah, the issue is I don't think I'm going to be fast. Because I just don't know the solutions. And math was not my best suit. How did I... Oh, I need to get it here. No? How do I get one? There we go. Nope. No, that's not going to get me up there. I don't know on that end. Maybe I need to get up this way? Yeah, I bet it's this way. Okay. So that needs to go there. This needs to go here. That gets me there. Then That goes there. Can I can do that, right? Yeah. Cool.
Are you finished?
I'm not finished, but I'm going to try to finish. Then we go across the bridge. And then this one, I just need to get to the other side. So what does this rotate give me? What does this one do? Okay. What's this one? This one. Okay. That should be enough. Ken, I don't know how I understand this. Okay. This one's just going to be a ladder. So that gives me that one. That needs to theoretically be all the way up. So there's that. And then this one's going to be right there. This one's going to be right there. Then this one. Nope. How do I move this one up? Do I need to move this one down? Move this one over. This one up. This one up. That one up. I guess I just need one of these up. I don't need to make an entire back and forth stairs. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I need to go down and rebuild this one. Because this one needs to be up there. And that means this one. Yes. Why is my brain doing this? How is my brain doing this? What did you do to make my brain understand this geometry chaos? Okay. I need to figure out something here. I don't know this one. Okay, I imagine this is the stairs. Yeah. So this, then this one, and then this one will lift that, but this gives me access to this one. Lift this one gives me access to this one again. This one gives me access. Nope. Do I need to undo this one? Yeah. And then redo this one.
Are you finished?
Nope, I'm not finished, but I'm. Nope. Okay, I think this is going to have to be where I get stumped, but I like it. I like it a lot. Really cool, interesting thought experiment. Again, theming would be the only thing I would recommend. Is just if you can put an interesting theme around it, which I'm not blaming you on that. 4 days, this is already incredible. But if you could put an interesting theme, I easily could see it being a Witness-like game. I don't have any ideas on what it is. They only in 2 days started late. Again, even if you did it in 4 days, I wouldn't see this as a problem. So, like, it is. It's mainly an experiment to test the mechanic. I don't know what you did. The mechanic, it's weird. I can't explain why what I think should move is the thing that moves, but the thing I think that should move is the thing that is moving. So I think go ahead if you plan to make this into a 4 game. I think it'd be well worth it. Okay, with that, let's do some ratings. Okay. Creativity. That. 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 And again, I didn't hear any audio, but that might just be because it was so good. When you rotate them, it either moves up and down with the platform. Yes. But if it's rotating counterclockwise, it goes up, and counterclockwise, it goes down. At least from my memory of this. But like the issue, the issue or the thing that I find shocking is I could predict which block is associated to what block. So that's the thing I find shocking and interesting. But really good game. Other than like theming, I can't think of anything too bad. I can see many puzzle ideas on this. Especially since it's all rotating. So like one of the things like the witness does is it eventually expands outside of the panels and start expanding to other things. But you easily could do that because you could have like rotating dice or something in like a casino or a table, and your character is picking up their dice, rotating them, and placing them in specific locations. What matters is whether the horizontal rhombus is top or bottom of the hexagon you're rotating. Okay. Again, I'm not 100% sure I understand that, but I like it. I like the gameplay. So with that, we're going to end yours. Again, no offense, but I'm deleting your response so it doesn't get mixed up. And once again, we're back to 2 people. Always 2 people. Which is fine. Don't mind. The rhombus on the panel should be seen as cubes, basically. Yeah, I see that. Thanks for testing. Thanks for creating. I love the idea. I don't understand the idea, but I love that you understand the idea and you can bring that to people who are like me who don't understand the idea at all. Okay. Amazon. Flip a coin.
It's heads.
My gosh, we are only getting heads. This is going to be the second to the last game. I'm going to finish these 2 submissions, and then I'm going to call it for the night. But any submissions coming in will be played Thursday on my private time, and I will write up a report explaining it. Thanks for testing, and no issues with not understanding the idea. It's weird geometry riddle between second and 2D and 3D. The mechanic, yeah. So let's grab some people and let's see what we got. We got Lucas, and we have Link Bombada. Bado. I'm very bad at names. If I mispronounce your name, I'm sincerely sorry. But we'll go with links first. Laundry loops. Oh, I love the logo. It looks cute. Okay, with that, let's mark. Let's start the timer. Let's restart the timer. Give you your seconds back. There we go. Laundry loops. GMT. I love this. Doesn't make this specifically the GMTK Jam 25 makes me feel like bargain band. Yeah. Bargain, not bargain. Store bought like groceries and stuff. I like it. Okay. Ever wonder what happens inside your washing machine? Yes. When you're not looking, turn out a high stake obstacle course. In the laundry loops, you're playing a charismatic sock who just wants a peaceful day until a careless shove sends you into a tumbling into a looping nightmare of rinse and spin chaos. Dodge road shorts, slippery underwear, and detergent waves as you fight and survive cycles of wash phases like deep soak, bleach storm, and turbo drive, where you escape the loop or become laundry lint forever. I would say become a missing sock forever. You had it. You had missing sock. You should have done it. AD, space, and mouse to do everything else. So, okay. Sounds good. Let's see how this is. Unity, nice. Somebody did amazing things. 4 people, you guys did really beautiful artwork and stuff. Oh, you guys can hear that, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's like a running dodge game. Okay, cool. Got your jump. Jump seems a little short, but it makes sense. I mean, we're in the small area. Overall, I like it. I like the aesthetic. I like the artwork. Really interesting. I could see expanding this game to have behind the scenes like lore. So like you do levels, and every level, like the items in the dishwasher, laundry washer, changes, and it behind the scenes you can start inheriting a story of like who uses this. Uh-oh, what do I do now? It's just different physics? Yeah, it seems like it's just different physics. Ooh, interesting. Space kind of stops the game. Or not stops the game, but kind of lowers the movement of the level. What is that? Oh, it's like a tie. Interesting. I like this. I like the theming behind this. This has some really great theming. Like the gameplay wise, your very basic gameplay, but like very beautiful theming. It'd be curious to see how well it runs on like a mobile. I mean, it runs on the web pretty well, so I can't imagine mobile would break it. But this could easily be one of those mobile games with the little pop-up ads. Be totally worth it. The animation's beautiful. The sock has speed and weight on the animation. Can I survive? That is the question. Whoa, that was a close one. Whoa, what did I do? I see clothes behind me. What do I do? Do I just keep jumping? Is that a speed boost? Yes, that's a speed boost. That isn't... Oh, dang it. Oh, I love it. I love the game over. You lose. 218. I don't think I'd be able to do an entire another level, but really beautiful. I like it. Let's gather the name. Let's do the rating, and I'll give a little talk about it, and then go to the next one. Creativity. Yeah, I think this is a beautiful take on the idea of it. And I could easily see this being a 4-time game, especially on the mobile. When Legna loses, he drops Legna nuts as loot. Nah, I left a sock in the washer. But no, the only thing I would take is make it like they lose if you lost as if you lost your sock. But beyond that, like, I could see this as a simple mobile game or even a web game like this, where it's just a move as far as you can go. Um, yeah, I don't know. Curious. Oh no, it seems like it just kind of went through the entire cycle whenever you died. So like, I imagine it just does that either way, so that ensures that whatever cycle you died on, you could just start the animation at that point. But yeah, I like it. Cute, very nice. Sadly, you're gonna do it all in 7 minutes, but I felt like I did a pretty good run. I don't think I cheated it out any. I think I got the full experience. So let's go to Link Bombed.
Are you finished?
Yes, I'm finished. We're not gonna do any extra talk. There you go. Return to potato mode. Okay. All boroughs defender. Okay, let's see. I'm supposed to have fun. I think I will do that with ease. Let's mark the time. Let's start the potato timer. And let's begin. Okay, text is a little small here, but that's fine. Protect all boroughs. I don't know how to pronounce that easily. From attacks by placing turrets on it. Be careful as the bullets from your turrets can end up hitting you. Okay, WASD to move. Left click to parry bullets. You can parry bullets to protect yourself and earn more money. You cannot parry explosives. They hit and kill. The well. The well constantly generates coin every time you collect one. Use them to buy turrets in the shop. Expand the boroughs. To shop, open the shop. Click the yellow bar at the bottom of the screen. Buy turrets, secure enemies. You can replace existing turrets or increase the size of it by clicking the button on the bottom right. Increasing the size also increases the price. It shrinks when it takes damage if the turret near its mouth. If a turret is near its mouth, it will be destroyed when it shrinks. Okay. You increase the size back in the shop. If this shrinks too much, you'll end up crushed. Okay, let's see that. This game description doesn't give me a lot of clues on what it's doing, but let's see how it plays. Another Unity game. Love it. Love the Unity games. Love the tutorial. Love the credits. We got, looks like a team of 4. Again, very nice. Programmers, a couple artists in music and art. The art is very cute. I like it. Let's go to the tutorial. So WASD to move, left to parry. This icon means the turret will predict movement. Okay. Collect coins from wells. Okay, so this I imagine is the game play roughly. If the enemy hits, it will shrink. If it shrinks too much, you will lose. You can restore the size by buying scares in the shop. Turrets from the shop, place them on the top of the scares. You can and will try to hit you on sight. Okay. They will and can try to hit you on sight. Okay, interesting. I'm curious if it's best options for me to buy any then. Oh, I guess it is because there are enemies. So, okay, I think I'm gathering it. Yeah, let's buy that. No. Oh, I only have 6. Okay. Let's buy that then. And then I just put it there. And I just have to... Oh, that's cool. So it becomes a 4 hell shooter thing. Okay, cool. I like it. Let's buy 7. Oopsie, I got hit. Okay. Not good at this game, but let's try. There's 6. So I think I want this, but on the outside here, so that it has enough time to kind of get the bottom enemies. Nope. There we go. Ah. Yeah, I am not going to be good at this. We have 26. I really want the following, but yep. I clicked out and I got hit. Let's buy this one and put it there. Yeah, I like the idea. Oopsie, got hit. Yeah, I like mechanically the idea. Let's expand the creature. Let's get a basic just out there. It'd be nice if the more accurate one shoots slower, but the more guidance one shoots faster. Okay, 35. We can get this one finally. Get it there. Oh yeah. That's some damage. Dang it. I'm not good at this type of game, but it is enjoyable to play. I can see a community around this. Can I get to 30 before it gets too much? So many leg nuggets. Can I get to 30? Yes, 30. Let me buy you. Put you there. I think 1 bat hit, 2 bats hit. But now I have a spread and I have to dodge. Oh. Interesting. But the spread does so much damage, like it's so worth it. Let's try to get up to 90 if we can. Let's expand the creature just so we have room. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Don't hit me. Thank you. Can we get to 60 without needing... Yes, we can. Okay.
Are you finished?
I need to get to 90. Ooh, I don't know if I can get to 90. We'll put another one here. I'm not finished, but I'm gonna try to do better than what I've done. Dang it. Don't hit me. I want to get to 90. I want to see at least what the next level is. 90. Buy that, put that there. Ah, dang it, I walked into them. Cool. I'm not good at these games, but I could see a following on it. I like it. Okay. I think we grasped the concept. So I think I'm just gonna go to rating it. Yeah, it was that. It was that. Didn't really have that. Yeah, and yeah. I think that's a fair rating. Really good. It looks like play is just the tutorial. Is the second half of the tutorial, so. Okay. Do you own your own bottle of ketchup? Yes. Yes, I think I do. I know I have mustard at least. I don't know if I have ketchup. And I definitely don't know if it's not expired. Curious how small it gets. We're ketchup pals. I'm just curious how small does the snake eating itself get. But overall, good game. I don't know. It's one of those games I just don't know how to easily expand it from here. But you guys have a lot of very diverse weapons. And like I could easily see it being expanded. I just don't know how I would. Ooh, that kind of sucks. It looks like coins can be thrown outside of it. So you might want to have it where as the snake shrinks, coins are one shrink less of what the current snake is. Oh no! I'm stuck! I'm getting squeezed! I'm snake food!
Are you finished?
Yes, I'm finished. Okay. Like I said, 2 people replayed that game. Looks like somebody submitted it. Soshin, I'm sorry, I'm gonna wrap up, but I will have a nice paragraph for your game on Thursday. Sadly, no video, but I will play it and I will write up a nice long paragraph. Generally, it's written in a way of like bullet points of while I'm playing it, what I'm thinking, and then a paragraph at the end kind of explaining how all that wraps up. So with that, I think we are at the point of wrapping up the stream. I hope you all had a lovely day. If anyone else is here who has a game and wants to suggest it, you can put it in the comments. I will put a pinned comment on YouTube if you want to put it there. By Thursday, I'm going to try to play every game on that list. No, please! Who are you? Are you Soshin? Or if you're Soshin, then I will play for 1 more hour. I'll give you 30 minutes. I'll play for 30 minutes. If there's a constant flow of games, I'll play for 30 minutes. If I get to a point where there's no more responses, then I will end. But I am one of the devs. Okay, we'll play your game then. But at 30 minutes, 27 minutes from now, at 9 p.m. my time, I'm done. I need food. I need to prepare for work tomorrow. So, but I'll push it. Iteration 101. I heard about your game. It seems very popular. So, I'm somewhat excited. Let's get that in. Let's mark the time. Let's start the potato timer. And let's read up. I'm joking. Thanks for playing. I don't know what you mean by you're joking, but I'll play. Every move you make in the game is replicated by clones to get to the exit. Carefully use and avoid your duplicates to make your way through the challenging levels. Okay, interesting. Let's see how this plays. Unity, nice. Got a nice beat and music. Sound effects could have had a little bit more options, but it's fine. Like little animation. Credits, we got a nice big team, it looks like. No, actually, it looks like it may be 1 person. 2 people. Creator, and then it looks like possibly a musician was part of the team. Sorry, guys. Don't know what came over with me on that.
Yeah, drink the water.
Let me get that water. Okay. Let's play it. Ooh. So it's not animation. It's seems to be like a real time thing. Cute. Let's play it. Level 1. Let's see how far we can get. Okay. 3.0, 0.5. Looks like we have an exit, a restart, and a skip, maybe? Oh, okay, cool. It's almost like Lemmings. I'm gonna be very particular because I'm trying to write a deterministic game, and this type of stuff can get. I imagine it can't be deterministic because if it was, your main screen would have been consistently doing it. But let's see. Are they landing in the same spot every time? It looks like they are relatively. So maybe it is really good. I don't... Oh, I'm just doing level 1 over and over again. Let's go to the next level, guys. I kept clicking the wrong thing. I need to click this button. Okay, I was like... I feel like I'm not doing anything special. I'm just gonna help my clones get their way. Oopsie. There you go. I'll be free! I don't have to help anymore. I like this. I was kind of thinking your clones would cause damage to you, but maybe not. And then I press the button here, and theoretically everyone else can get to it. Oh, I have to get to it first? Okay. Interesting. I like it. I think I can do better with that. I think I can... Oh, nope. Nope. Correction, I can't do better. Click. Run. Run. Nope. Okay, let's try this again. What? Nope. Come on. Nope. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think that's good. I think that will work. Yes! Okay, next level. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we can go in. Cute! I like this. It's a cute little game. Nice little game. Not incredibly... The brain teasing hasn't triggered yet. I can hit R to restart. Nice. Like, I feel like the thing I keep getting tripped up on is just the loop of it. But, whoopsie. That's not great. I just messed up everything. Dang it. Like, I feel like I'm more fighting the platforming than the mechanic that you're introducing. Which is fine, but it kind of... Oopsie. Yeah. Like... It's annoying because it's not hard. It's just making sure the platforming's right on that first iteration. Dang it. Nice. I feel like I need to wait on the far side. There we go. Yeah, I just needed
Are you
to
finished?
take 1 extra second to just get that little bit of time. Interesting game. I like it. Let's go quickly do the hardest level and see how difficult it gets. Okay, so... yeah, okay. So I can't die. I need to have other people kind of be on it. You can press double arrow to speed up the game. Okay. Don't think this is the correct way of solving this last puzzle, but I can just stack enough people. Nope. Yeah, okay. So, interesting game. I like the gameplay. I can see it being very interesting, but I would recommend some of the platforming. So let's go back to the first level real quick. So let's see, what do we got here? We have, oh my gosh, we stop spawning? So if I jump, do I have priority time? Yes, I do have priority time. I'm trying to think of what makes it feel so rigid. It might just be like the physics behind it. Like something is rigid and I don't know what it is. Oh, is that... are you implementing priority time not based on time but location? Yeah, I think that may be what it is. Let's see. Can I walk off the... yeah. So this works. Priority time based on distance is fine, but the downside with it is you fall into the issue where if the player is expecting to fall and they get stuck on coyote time, or I call it coyote cliff, it can lock the expectation and can cause issues to what the player is expecting when landing on stuff. I wonder if I can land on the coyote edge. Can I land on that? No, it doesn't look like it. So it looks like you're doing something interesting on that. Because, like, I can get on it, but I don't know if I can land on it. No, I don't think so. Which is good. You're at least not catching the land, but... but I would say that would be the thing if I had to give anything. The idea is interesting. There's been games like it, but it is an interesting idea. The physics would be the only thing I would be worried about. Sorry, it's just a bit contained. Don't be sorry. You did a game in 4 days. Like, that is an incredible feat. And I would say it seems like the characters are pretty close to deterministic. So that is really good too. So I think you did a fine job. I'm just trying to give advice on like if you were to iterate, pun intended, on this idea where you could go to next on it. Again, I don't know. Like you did it really good deterministic, but there is a point where they start falling out of sync somewhere. You're right there. I'm curious, is it because of the collider? If I go in and then go back out. So it's gonna be right in this corner right here. Right here is gonna be where it's gonna be. Let's zoom in and then get that. Oh, I can't play it while I'm zoomed in like that. What's happening there? It is... Yeah, there's like an edge, an early edge that some of them are getting stuck on. Most likely a spear body, I'm guessing. With me. I don't know. It's something here. When you're looking in, if you're looking to expand this is a great lever to start playing around with like the physics and deterministic behavior. But overall, I think your game's great. Just those are the areas I would see improvement on. If you're the solo developer, you did an amazing job. But I think I checked it. I think it looks like you had a musician, but if you're the solo and you just bought or hired a musician, like, you did great. Okay, let's get some ratings here. So that, music-wise, yeah, music-wise, good. So, okay, with that, I think we can delete this entry. And we have no more entry. So sorry Mount, I think this is the end. I think we're done. We have no more entries? Yeah. If anyone is watching and is like, man, I really wanted you to play my game, you can put it in the forum still. I'm going to use this forum to start the write-ups on Thursday, where I play the games and write up my thoughts on them. But this will be the only stream of mine. If you are coming here for the GMT Game Jam and you liked my voice or my commentary or whatever, what I do is game development and play games across various things. So if you like that, I highly recommend subscribing and or following depending on the platform. Also, play Aura's Echoes. It's a okay game. We did a couple of experiments and I enjoyed it. There's a small gaming breaking small game breaking bug. No gloves in the game. Which can be problematic. I have a fix for it, but sadly can't push it out yet. With that, let's see who we are going to raid. Is there anyone cool to shout out? Shout out 4. I don't know if 4 is still here. And if 4 is, there's your shout out. 4 is an awesome developer. We did a D&D session a while back. Plays various games as a PNG tuber, I believe. I don't think you've transitioned further than that. So let's see what we got on the docket. We have, it looks like no more GMT Game Jam streamers that I follow. So it looks like we got a classic RPG. Let's open one of these up, and I'll just see what we got. Okay, it looks like we got Fortnite for them. But let's open up all of them. Okay, so it's only 5 people who are alive, 6 people who are alive. So we got Full Farm, which is a cat sanctuary that has hundreds of cats. If you guys want to go over there and watch some cats. We have Hanabuda, who is a animated PNG YouTuber who does a lot of things such as Elden Ring, high voice, high energy. So if you need that pep, that's a great place we could go. Rudgor, who's a Dead by Daylight game player. If you like that game, that's where we can go. Tomer Tungsten, who appears to be playing some retro game. So if we want to get in that retro feel, that's where we should go. Azera Hand is playing Elden Ring, another PNG YouTuber, a little bit more calm energy compared to Hanabuda. And then if you want Fortnite, we have Mick Forlozzi. Is there any person we would want to raid to? If not, I will choose one at random. If so, please let me know. I'll give you guys about 20 seconds, 20, 30 seconds, because YouTube is a little delayed. But with that, I'm going to find some food for myself. And then I get to put all these ratings in and comment. Super fun. I've had an enjoyable time. I love the games that come out of GMTK. You guys are incredible developers. Developers that I one day will hopefully inspire to be. It looks like no one's commenting anything, so I think we are going to go into... let's go into Azure Hands. I think we're going to go there tonight. With that, I click this. Let's start up. Look at the beautiful commercial. Love commercials. And then I'll start the raid. Okay. As we watch, let me quickly exit out, stream, audio. Okay, we should be able to hear gameplay now. Let me just refresh this so that it's out of the hair. And then I think I have to... No, it's not muted. Why is it... Okay, I don't know why I can't hear it, but we're going there. Remember to like the video if you're on YouTube. It helps a lot. If you're on Twitch, I know you would cheer if you could, but sadly Twitch doesn't let us.
Probably so.
Nope, I don't know why the audio is not coming through. Other than that, if you found me interesting, hit the follow button on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you got a little bit more steps. You got to hit the subscribe button. But that's not enough because that only will keep you listed with me. If you actually want to see new content, you have to hit the bell button. Don't know why. YouTube just doesn't understand what the subscriptions are. So if you do both of those, you'll see anything coming up. With that, I think we are nearing the end of the timer. So I hope you have a good rest of your night. Next stream is going to be Saturday, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Chrono Cross is what we're playing. 4, 3, 2, 2.